It's Monday. Okay, I slept pretty well last night. Still woke up. I feel like I'm waking up like 30 minutes before I'm supposed, like before my alarm set, like every day, and it's frustrating. I don't know, I feel like it's like anxiety because I'm worried that I won't wake up in time to get ready for work and to like film before work and whatever. So I don't really know what's going on with that, but I am waking up early and I don't know, like I'm tempted to just start getting up when I wake up the first time, and I don't know, getting up, eating breakfast, reading, something like that, instead of just trying to go back to sleep, because I never sleep that well anyways, and like maybe it would make me tired enough to fall asleep and sleep all the way through the next day. But anywho, I woke up early this morning, but I did sleep well in general. So I'm going to make my coffee and pack my lunch, and I'm excited to take the dog out this morning because it snowed so much last night, like so much. So she's gonna have a blast out there. I do feel bad for Griffin because he obviously has to drive into work, and I don't know how bad the roads are gonna be, and I know this car is gonna be covered in snow. But I also have to walk all the way to the bus stop this morning, so I know that that's gonna be a pain in the butt. So everything has its pros and its cons. This will be my first like commuting day where it's like really snowed a lot, so we're gonna see what that does to the bus schedules, because Ottawa is notoriously bad. I think a lot of big cities are, but Ottawa is notoriously bad for having transit really get messed up when it snows, which seems wild because we do get a lot of snow here every single year, but for some reason our transit system has not figured out how to manage that. So anywho, I am gonna make my coffee now. Okay, the snow overnight was no joke. We got like just over a foot, and then a nice layer of sprinkled frozen rain on top. So there's like a crust slash, when they cleared the sidewalks, there's still a little bit of ice underneath. So super exciting, eventful walk to work this morning. Shockingly, everything went okay with the bus this morning. So I'm walking up to work right now, and I'm gonna be early. I mean, like around the similar time that I normally get to work. So that's excellent. The amount of clearing off of the car that Griffin had to do probably this morning, I went over and started clearing off the car for him before I walked over to the bus, just because he had to deal with the fact that multiple of his employees called in to say that they couldn't come to work today. So I knew that he was kind of in panic mode. So I just thought I could help him out a little bit. So I started that, but he also had to like clear out the driveway and stuff. So I think tonight's task is going to be emptying out the garage so he can park in the garage. I don't know that it's going to snow again tonight, but I think it's just for simplicity's sake, like at least when we do have a big snowfall, all he has to do is clear the driveway and not clear off the car. So I think that will be tonight's task, if he's not too exhausted from work, but I'm gonna try and make sure we get that done so it's easier for him another day. But yeah, it's not that cold out, honestly, and it's really not windy, so that's kind of nice, but it's gonna be a little slushy and a little icy. But the walk into work, honestly, isn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be really icy, but not too bad. So I head to the office, get settled, reheat my coffee because it's a little cold, and get into some work. So the internet went out at work, so our complete setup with the system and stuff that we use is gone for right now. Both my manager and my coworker who were here this morning have left to go work at home because they have setups at home. I do not have a work from home setup, so I am just chilling out here until instructed to go home, basically, because they're still trying to like figure out and see if they can reboot, or you know, if it's something physical or if it's just like a network outage. So we'll see. So it's just kind of unfortunate because I don't know how long I have to wait to find out if I can go home or not. So I'm just kind of sitting here. I think I'm gonna pull out my laptop and do a little bit of editing, because I literally can't do anything else right now. But hopefully they'll say I can go home. I don't know. I don't know what their policy really is on that. I don't know if this will result in me getting a work from home setup for wintertime emergencies like this. Because I know that they want me to work from the office because there's like a lot of physical things that I do here. So I think that they don't necessarily want to set me up with a work from home setup if they don't have to, because they A, don't want me to like use it as an excuse to not come into work, and B, like it's a lot of hardware to take home, right? Like you need a monitor or two, a keyboard, a phone, like it's a whole situation for them to set me up at home. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm being selfish and hoping that they send us home and I don't have to stay in for the day at work, because honestly, it's a snowy day. I would like to be at home. I've got things that I could do at home, things that I would like to do at home. So we shall see what happens, but I'm just chilling here and I'll update y'all again, because both my coworkers went home. I don't know, my manager said he'd come back to the office in the afternoon if they figured stuff out. But till I'm told otherwise, I just have to kind of sit here and wait. So I made a cup of tea, chilling out by myself in my sock feet, because I wore my giant winter boots to work, and the only shoes that I have here are high heels that I don't care to wear at the moment. So that's the update. Your girl's being sent home. I am being informed on how to sign in from home and like set up my remote workstation and whatever from home. So that's kind of exciting. Our operations manager is gonna call me from home and like help me set everything up and whatnot. So not just an afternoon off, which is, I mean, that was the first hope, but I'm glad that I'll be able to, you know, have that set up for when this kind of stuff happens again in the future. So Griffin's coming to pick me up because he actually doesn't have to go into the office until this afternoon. So he's going to come pick me up, and then I'm going to work from home for the afternoon. So it'll be kind of nice because it'll be my first time like being done at 5 and already being at home. So a little stoked for that. So hopefully Griffin will be here soon, and then I'll get to work from home. I'm home for the afternoon. So Griffin came and picked me up. It actually kind of worked out. He had to spend so much time clearing out the driveway and cleaning off the car this morning that he didn't end up going into work this morning, and they just told him to come in the afternoon, which sucks that he has to come in the afternoon, because truly the stuff that he has to do, he could literally do from home, but his work just like really wants him to come into the office. So anywho, he's headed into work now. We sat down and had some lunch together, which was lovely. And my manager is actually going to call me pretty soon, I think, to set up my work from home remote desktop situation. So it's kind of exciting to do this for the first time. However, the thing that I've said like again and again is that I'm not missing out on working from home because I never have before. So like whatever, but this is going to be like my first taste of it. And like being home at 5 o'clock already, as opposed to having to be picked up and like drive back here after 5 p.m. is really gonna spoil me, because I hate that I like lose time after work. Like the hours of working don't bother me at all, but like the commute in and the commute back really frustrate me. And if I think about it too hard, like I get really annoyed, because it's like extra hours tacked onto work that you're not paid for. So, I mean, obviously you're taking a job wherever you're taking the job, you know, physical office or work from home or whatever. So you're deciding to do that. So it's like it's your problem, and it's part of the, you know, process of getting employed is the commute and figuring out how that's gonna work and whatever, but it's just annoying because, you know, I leave my house an hour before I start work in the morning. Like, that's a whole hour that I lose of sleep, basically. So anywho, I won't go off on a tangent on that one. I'm just happy to be home for the afternoon and working from home. It's unfortunate because I usually work with 2 monitors. So it's going to be a bit of an adjustment because once you start working with 2 monitors, it's like difficult to not and to manage everything on one screen as opposed to 2. So I know it's going to be a pain for me to figure that out, but I will figure it out. And technically it's only 4 this afternoon, so it wasn't worth it for me to bring monitors back. And like, I do have a second monitor here that my sister used when she came to visit, but I don't have the HDMI hookup from my laptop, which is something that like I'm going to buy, but I just haven't purchased yet because it hasn't been necessary for me. And I've been doing all my video editing on just one screen anyways, so I don't know any better, but it's kind of encouraging me to make sure that I get that hookup so that I can use the other monitor for video editing, but also, you know, when I do work from home again in the future, like I will have that set up already. So anyways, I'm going to sit here and wait for my manager to call me and help me set up my remote work situation. I already put the sweatpants on. We got the work from home vibe going, little loungewear situation. Sitting on the couch with the puppy. Might make another latte because I'm at home, so I can use my Nespresso for the second time in a day. And yeah, looking forward to a good afternoon. So I'm having like future FOMO of being unsure of when I'll be working from home again next. And I just want to do like all the classic things that everyone's been doing throughout the pandemic, like on this one afternoon of working from home, which I know is not possible, but like I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'd like to make another like latte with my Nespresso because normally I can't do that in the afternoon because I'm at the office. And I want to make a little charcuterie board because that would be cute and like, again, something I don't do when I'm at the office. And my brain keeps being like, I wish I could go for like a walk or something. But because of the way that the day worked out, I like took my break in the period of like coming from the office back to my house to be able to work. So like I don't have a break available to me, like a lunch break. So it's just difficult because my brain keeps like bouncing around and being like, oh, I should do this. Oh, I should do that. Oh, I really want to do this. But I'm like, it's a work day. I just have to work. So I just have to sit here and work. But I desperately want like a little charcuterie board, but I'm full from lunch and that giant hot chocolate that I had. And Griffin and I are gonna work out when he gets home from work in like less than an hour. So I can't eat anything else. I just like want to do all of the things that everyone on TikTok's been doing working from home. I just doesn't have the time. So I had my family call this evening and my sister actually had an appointment during it. So she and I talked after the family call as well, just the 2 of us. And it was nice to catch up with her and my whole family actually because I was not on the call last week. So I missed out on catching up with all of them last week. So it was nice to just touch base with everyone and find out how everyone's doing and all that kind of stuff. So that was lovely. Actually, my sister was really nice. She's traveling for work right now. She's really busy and she's traveling like mostly on her own. So I think it's nice for her to have someone to chat to. And I think it's nice for her to chat to me, hopefully. Like, I feel like I've said that on here before, but my sister and I are really close. So it's just nice to be able to talk to her and catch up with her. And I feel like one of the blessings of the pandemic is that it's like kind of taken the nervousness out of like FaceTiming people, kind of like out of the blue and doing like a video chat instead of just like a regular phone call or even a regular phone call. Like, I feel like my generation for the most part is like stressed about talking on the phone and like randomly FaceTiming people and whatever. And just generally, I feel like you're either someone who just like fearlessly calls and FaceTimes anyone whenever they want to talk. Like my girlfriend Lauren is like that. She'll just like call you if she wants to like have, you know, more than a 2-second text conversation with you. If it's gonna be like slightly more involved than like 3 texts back and forth, she's like, I'm just gonna FaceTime you. But I was at least a little bit more anxious about that. So the nice thing during this period of time is that I feel like it's taken some of that stress out of it, because it's like we don't see each other in person very often, so I'm just gonna call you, or I'm just gonna FaceTime you so we can chat and like get up to date with each other. So FaceTiming with my sister a lot more often has been very lovely. So we did that, and now I'm taking my makeup off and we're gonna go to bed. And I was actually telling my sister something. During this like vlogmas situation, the thing that's been the most difficult for me is taking photos every day for thumbnails. And I just took my makeup off, and I don't know if I've taken a photo of myself today. So, oh wait, no, I think I took one for an Instagram story. So that's good. But taking enough photos to make a thumbnail every day, I don't know, I can remind myself to vlog, like to film, but to take photos on top of that, it's too much.
This is me brushing my teeth for all your YouTube subscribers. Because I'm recording right now. Hit that like button and hit that bell. And you know how you feel. This is on my YouTube channel. Kristen is also in the 613. And that's showbiz, baby.